Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 52 of the Black Lake Settlers series. Just a little reminder, tomorrow is vote day. Today is the last day for the Patreon patrons to get their suggestions in for the vote, and then tomorrow the public vote begins. Just a recap of the goals, I am indeed trying to search for ancient dangers, and maybe this episode get the Improve the Kill Box and Zero Day Assassin done. We will see. I have high hopes. All right, let's get going, people. So, first things first, some tips. Mr. Sirius Snape, Cardoza, Built to Serve, and others mentioned that I'll need to update the save zone because of the lovely, and by lovely I mean absolutely terrible, toxic fallout that I've got going on here. So what I am doing is absolutely screwing up all my chimneys. I just immediately realized that. I'll fix that later, or fix that in a second. I'm going to roof everything up. Everything. Because I'm basically going to need to. Which sucks, but, this is what happens when you have toxic fallout. Now, hopefully, the toxic fallout will clear quickly, but in case it doesn't, I will have at least set up the whole zone in here to be protected. So then the next thing I want to do is the safe haven. I'm going to change where they are not. I guess I can allow the farms, but I don't want to include the entire walled off area because I'm going to use safe haven in order to keep my people away from the kill box in case I have some sort of incursion or something, right? So this needs to be undisturbed, this current zoning. Also, I think this is probably good for safe haven. So what I need is another zone, and we'll call this just the toxic fallout zone. I am so creative. Yes. And this zone is going to include everything. Everything that is roofed off. That way we can be productive and maybe start some farming while it is lovely out. Okay, so that zone and the build roof zone are just about the same. Okay, and then I do need to support some roofs here, so what I will do is plop random pillars around, fully acknowledging that they will indeed block the kill box, but I am reworking the kill box anyway, so it's kind of a moot point at this point. Let's see, I want a steel altar door here. So we can open this quickly. And while I'm at it, I might as well work on the improved kill box, right? I mean, I think that stands to reason. So what I wanted is something like this. We will have, I guess I'll shorten it. I want a very, very long tunnel. Maybe even, I think I need to conscript Trekintosh real quick because this tunnel is going to be for minigun defenses. So yeah. I'm just sort of brainstorming slowly. My mind is not fully working at the moment. I think I'm going to do some terraforming first because I want this tunnel to be even longer than what I have currently queued up. So the idea is I'll have maybe like 4 minigunners, and they will be queued up to shoot down a very, very, very long tunnel to murder anyone coming in. That's at least the idea I have. So we are, at the moment, sort of roofing off everywhere and everything. It's still too cold for a growing season, even though it probably says growing season is here. So what I think I'm going to do is also remove roof over the power generating. I ought to do that. That makes sense. I don't think it's not like my pawns are going to spend a significant amount of time underneath where the solar is, so that's really not that much of an issue. But I don't want to block my power generation needlessly, because then I will have super power problems. Okay, so let's get back to staring at this beautiful base of ours that is now full of toxic fallout. Great. James here is going to need a new bed. Now, the horrible thing about the toxic fallout is we were a very wood-reliant community, and pretty much all of the wood that is available on the map is about to go kaput. A lot of these trees are going to die off. Really, any wildlife that is here is going to die off. We're going to be a little bit reliant on the hunting shack and other places like that for food while this toxic fallout is continuing. Meaning that as much as I would like to tame some muffalo for hauling the steel, that would be awesome. Poppy and many, many, many others suggested as such. I think I need to worry about the food consumption, because I don't want to turn this into a starving metropolis. That just sounds terrible. So, someone, I need to do a quick search here. Someone actually did the math for me, but I forgot to write down their math. So while I search for that, we can continue to roof up everything. Ooh, I have visitors. This is a probably very bad time to visit me. I have no idea what you're doing, but welcome, I guess. And they have items to trade, but okay. So MJH Dark Knight ran the math. So a chem fuel generator requires 4.5 fuel per day, and a boomlope generates about 6 fuel per day, 12 fuel every 2 days. So they cranked the math out that I have 7 boomlopes, but I need about 9 to break even for all the generators, given that I've constructed these 2. So that's very, very helpful. Whoa. Are you all talking at once? This has got to be a chat bubble bug, because that doesn't make any sense. Oh, man. That was interesting, though. All of the chats all stacked up. All right. We are getting... So wildlife... What I'm going to do is I'm going to restrict everyone now to toxic. And yes, that does mean that I need to copy the zone and do a like toxic cannibal or something. So manage new area. So we're going to manage the toxic fallout, and we're going to clear. You know, actually, I'm not even going to bother to do that. I think the cannibals can go without meat, and if they for whatever reason need to be fed, I can lift that restriction. All right. So now that I have changed that restriction, they're all going to be putting in some good work. I think I might need some additional roof supports is basically what I'm doing here. A little bit of a food binge. How are we doing over here? Did you get actually patched up? You did. I honestly feel pretty bad about that. James, you're catatonic? That's perfect. That's actually perfect because I don't even have a bed for you, so it doesn't really matter. Catatonic James. Oh, that is so much. This area is so much easier on the eyes. So most of the chem fuel that we need for the community is going to be manufactured, which is super good news. I'm going to have Jirit make some of these supports, trying to keep the community from collapse. Getting some more bionic arms. All right, now the power generation isn't affected by the super roofing. Yes, the heal root is. I think what I'm going to do is actually just harvest this heal root. It has been the target of animals and stuff, so I might as well just go ahead and harvest. While I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and granite flagstone up a lot of the things that can be flagstoned, mostly because I'm worried, well, at least for that one little area, about flammability. I don't want it to be flammable. All right, Vex, you are starving. Who is a cook here? Sergio. Yeah, they're leaving. No kidding. This is really, truly not a good time to visit me. It's kind of the worst time to visit me. All right, so these guys need a light. That much is obvious. Don't have a lot of spare. Yeah, see, we're already low on chem fuel. We don't have a lot of spare power or steel in the community, but they're making steel, so I better... Oh, again, need to remove the roof area on some of this and offer some support. Time for some infinite darkness. Oh, I wish I was kidding. But yeah, it's going to be dark for a long, long time. All right, I'll let them out a little bit further. I'm going to build a roof over this, though. All right, one thing I want to do is... You know, maybe I'll do it through trade. I will trade for some wood rather than risk people's health harvesting out there. Major break risk. You need food. Give you some of that wonderful food. Here's a large sculpture. Gonna go ahead and ignore roof area just to save on some processing power, and then I'll go over some additional tips. I do have some additional tips to read off. So the allowed area will also include this beautiful zone here, because this is indeed, actually I could just include it like this. This is indeed roofed off as well. Okay, so additional tips. Like I was saying, a door to the right side of the stockpile would allow them to slag faster. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Put it a granite door that we can keep open for several different reasons. So the nice stockpile of rice I have is going to help us in these lean months of toxic fallout, if in fact it becomes months. It might not. I shouldn't be that pessimistic. All right, Sergio, you guys, who hunts here? No one hunts here? Dano, you are able to hunt, right? Yeah, you have a bolt action. So let's get hunting. We're going to need the food. So I also removed the spots here so I could do more pod launching. And then now that we've laid them out, I can go ahead and remove the zone. We don't exactly have the steel for this at the moment, but it's something I can work on. Much like how we more or less don't have the wood for that project either. Floors, remove. You can reclaim some floors. This is a really weird build zone. I think they just need to build the roofs here. Come on, get to it. Any of my old grow zones, I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of. They are sort of not needed, especially given the current toxic fallout and the lack of lighting. I don't really need to put them in. It's sort of unnecessary. All right, Dano is hunting raccoons. That's a mistake. I only had Muffalo queued. Now that this is bridging up, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the flooring there. Oh, cool. Dano is hunting. How are we doing over here? Finally, we actually built some stuff. Getting the roof on. Our current power, even though we have some chem fuel... Oh, no, it's not good. I take that back. I'm sort of contemplating using rice to make it. But I think what would be best is to send a trade delegation. I think that makes a lot of sense. So I'm going to launch a group of 2. Wait, this already has some... Okay, let's go ahead and gift that away. It's a good use of stuff I don't need. We have a brand new recruit, Giraffe. All right, Ms. Giraffe? Yes. Misandrist, kind. Good animals, good shooter. Or okay shooter. Another pawn that needs a gun, I suppose. So we go to numbers, and it was pointed out to me that I don't have the cannibals and cannibalism anymore, but they weren't eating the bodies raw anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me. I can still force them if I see it fit. So we're just making sure that everyone is assigned to the toxic fallout. Power is dwindling. Let's see, how can we conserve? There's a lot of little things I can turn off to conserve. We'll turn off the biorefinery unless we need it. And we can also turn off the moisture pumps if I'm having trouble keeping up with the power requirements. Definitely turn off the crematorium. Every little bit counts. If I really, really need to conserve power, I can turn off some grow lights. The grow lights for the hay might be a good contender. No, we'll keep these going for now. Okay, hopefully, despite his confusion, he doesn't wander away. All right. Getting some old walls destroyed, new walls built. A pirate merchant. Let's go into numbers and see who can do this best. Skills. Would it be records? No. Stats. It'd be in stats. What would this be? Negotiation ability. Nara and Vaughn. Didn't see that coming. Nara, Cece, and Vaughn are the best at it. All right, Mr. Vaughn. We had our our animals. Hold on. I forgot about the animals. That's why I was wondering why they were out here. Toxic buildup's only initial, so it's not that bad. Okay, so we do need a new orbital trade beacon. We had ours destroyed in last raid. So that also means that we need to get some components made. Here we go. Horn, can you deliver here? Get this beacon going. Pronto. Who's working on this? Where'd my component go? I had a component. It went straight into an advanced component. Oh, oh man, like over half of my people just got sensory mechanites. What I'm gonna do is set them up for care, but no meds, because that's just it's gonna burn through my entire stockpile of herbal meds, even though, yeah, it'll burn through my entire stockpile of herbal meds if I don't do something like that. I'm gonna flick on this biorefinery and get the Get some chem fuel cooked up. Alright, come on, beacon. I guess the one person making the components I just pulled off of that task. Ambrosia sprout. Oh, okay, it's in the other zone. That's cool. Drop a little grow zone. Don't allow sowing. And I won't hide it. I'll always forget it's up there. Oh, great. Now you're in serious pain. Alright, let's finish the fabrication. And have you deliver that component. Luna, you can construct it. And then CC or Vaughn will go try to trade. That took a little bit more time than I was expecting. Hey, look, we have a lot of slaves to sell. Selling the Yayo. I'm going to sell the Psychic Animal Pulsar. Ends up I don't really need it. They will buy some of the crap weapons that I've got sitting around the base. And sculptures. But, yeah, not a lot of trade done here. Alright, these I'm going to set fuel to 0 so we can actually start fueling the chem fuel. Because the batteries are struggling to keep up. How much sandstone do I have? I might have to change... Well, I'll floor this off in sandstone. But full knowing I don't currently have the sandstone to do it. Just to stay within the scheme and pattern of things. That also means I could probably unsuspend the blocks because we do have some sandstone chunks here that we could process. Oh, it's so brilliantly bright. Trekkintosh. Okay. Mr. Trek, we'll put you on wardening. He'll automatically recruit one of these guys for free. It's fine by me. Fewer prisoners, the better. Already refueling a fueled one. Scratch my head on that. So we have a spare bionic arm. Now, I wanted to go over another tip I got from Dacian Hantig and JDV2, which is to say, here, instead of items, let's go ahead and store medicine that ain't herbal. Emergency medicine. So we have 3 glitter, and that's it, isn't it? I think I'm going to... Do we already have... All right, we already have medicine production, so at this wooden drug lab, we'll make medicine until we have 50. And then on this shelf, what was this shelf? This was the smoke leaves. I'm going to put Naturamine and herbal here. And we'll have to travel a little bit for the cloth. Yeah, because we don't have any... Now, if I had more power, I could... if I had more power, I could set up some grow lights and start to get farming going. And that might be a longer-term goal of mine. Ooh, a Manhunter pack? Oh, wrong spot. Bunch of timber wolves. Okay. Where is Dano? That's a lot of timber wolves. for such a small group. The good news is Sergio isn't wandering cluelessly. The bad news is it's a lot of Timberwolves. So let's see, what can we do against these Timberwolves? They move at 5-0, so they're faster than everyone here. Because he just has Bionic Parts, Bionic Eye, okay. Yep, that is indeed true. I don't think Vex would even be a good defender in this case. Because she is pretty messed up. Alright, and then I want Sergio on the door with his mace. Come on, Sergio, it's time to live up to your melee prowess. So this whole hunting community doesn't die of wolves. There we go. He's getting through them. This little community takes quite a beating. Bionic Arm. Let's go. And say that it goes to Wolf. And we will give him good meds. I'm going to suspend it until I actually have some good meds. So, suspend that. Back to the little wolf raid. Only 2 left. If you're wondering why I have Dano clogging up the door, it was so that they couldn't sneak in. Alright, we have to self-tend. Stupid wolves. Yep, I guess it's free hunting, right? Guess Trekintosh hasn't done his recruiting yet. Making sure that I have reduced resistance. You're reduced resistance because... Oh, you're over your psychite addiction. So I can recruit you. Chris, you are set to recruit. And you are set to recruit. Okay. Now if I was smart... hold on. Maybe I should be smart. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, let's reduce resistance on everyone but the one that's really, really hard to recruit so that Trekintosh tries to recruit the one that's damn near impossible to recruit. That makes sense. Endelos is home. I don't know why I haven't put him in this bed yet. Mostly because there's just so many little things to do. It's easy to forget. You guys understand, right? Alright, getting the power back on. Go battery power. Now one way to switch tiles is to remove all of the tiles here and switch them over to granite. Be a granite prison. I think that's fine. We are so close to the 170 impressiveness. Let's see. We can make a grand statue out of jade. Do we have enough jade for this? 220? Yes. Yes, we do. And the best artist would be Bob, but I'm going to make it with Jarrett. By the time he completes construction, it will be the best. Anyway. So getting some advanced components going. Due to the lack of cotton, cloth, whatever it is, we can't make the meds. So I'm going to swap some of the... I'll do it in the back. The ones back here will be cotton. Put this back to rice. God, this looks like a dreadful base. Dark and gloomy. Oh, let's save some power. We're not using this. Speaking of not using it, I ought to... All the weapons out there are going to rot. I'm okay with that, but let's close those doors. Speaking of doors, set this baby up. Alright, Trekkintosh, you were supposed to try to recruit. I also need to reinstall this, which means Wildman, you're closest. Well, no, you're not actually closest to the beacon. Herring, Valentin. Can I even find Valentin? Oh my god, it's harder than it looks. There you are. You are... Oh, I don't even have you going correctly. Vaughn. I keep finding Vaughn real easy. Valentin, you're going to be unrestricted. And move that orbital trade beacon. Statistically, about... Ooh, Mega Screen TV, got one of those already. Plasteel Small Sculpture, Masterwork, Plasteel Advanced Helmet, good. For a bunch of t-shirts. 19 days. Yeah, I'll try. 32 t-shirts. Okay. Make t-shirt. Do until you have 34, actually. Do until we have 34. Of normal to excellent. Of 51 plus. With Valak. Drop on floor. Any material. Do I have any really, really nice materials? No, I really don't. And I already made a Masterwork one. I didn't include the Masterwork because they're worth more at trade price than anything else. So I'll keep those. And we have a bionic leg. Install. Actually, one more part I'm going to wait. Ooh, Jarrett's starting at the Grand Sculpture. Oof. Valentin, thank you for your service hauling that out. I'll keep him unrestricted for the meantime, because there is some things that I need to do. Sergio, let's get cooking. And then give you the better beds. And then start butchering. Okay, you're resting. All right, back here. I'm also going to want to make 2 more miniguns. All right, the prison tiles are getting swapped. Flash storms don't bother me at all. They don't scare me. And someone's getting chased. Well, you all know I have no option but to accept. That them's the rules. So this little area is sort of primed and ready. Jarrett's actually home for once. But I'm going to try to do something shady. Wolf, who has a sniper rifle? Deef. Tom run this way. And I do realize I'm running out of time, but... Ooh, nice little fire here. Pyromaniac's never going to put that out. Raid relationship. Oh, and now my CPU dies. That's one of the threats of this playthrough, is computing power. So, how many were here? Let's actually do a full count. A Berserker Chief, 85 to 86. Oh man, there's so many. This keeps happening too. I don't know why the tribals just keep piling on and on and on. I guess it is keeping us alive, but this is 169 enemies. Last time was like 174 or something like that. Now I was hoping to try to drag the incapable of violence, really? I got a pacifist? I don't think I'm going to be able to drag them into the abyss here. So what I'm going to do is start to man the walls ASAP. Just run home. And again, a big old raid coming our way. Tribal raid. Valentin, get inside. Horn. For some of these guys, I'm just going to give them bows. I have no other weapons. I might as well throw them something. This is a lot of conscription. Sure, I could do a better job of automating it, but... Alright. Tom, just get cover. So what are you? Kind, ascetic, incapable of violence? You're an animal man. Power on the big boys. So they're about to head on in. Go turn off chat bubbles. So at the moment, they're just going to get in the way. I'm going to have these guys pick someone in the deep middle mass. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is... Brawler will be unhappy. Screw you. Zalbo and Rarby are going to switch to Molotovs. boy. All right, you guys get up here, and then giraffe and horn. Oh god. The angry teen with hand grenades. This is a great combo. Alright, don't mess up this throw. Alright, Zalba, you're going to mess up the throw. Where are you guys going? Stop moving. Alright, and then I want to put a sleeping spot. Let's put it here and have Wolf and... Oh, I can't force it like that. Leth is down. Getting some fires going. Menmi, go rescue Leth. CC, you're gonna have to step up. They're stabbing me real good. Ooh, this is the leader here. 0 day. I'm gonna clear the home zone here so we don't put out any of these fires. So I'm sure that's what he was doing. I'm gonna be a real jerk and try to set them on fire in there. I'm gonna prepare for the mass fleeing exodus here. Down they go. Another raid. Another absolute domination. Oh, Leth, you had an eye cut out. No, you had a toe. Memi was the one without the eye. 0 day. Actually, hell, everyone here. Go help out. Really? You're coming in this way? That is very rude. Also not an exit. Everyone's going that way? This is insane. Alright, let's leave this open. Did I get the chief? It's It's kind of a cheese way of saying I accomplished the goals, but all right, you all can stop throwing stuff. Yes, the chief is down. Log. 0 day, annihilated. 0 day kind of killed her. Was the final hit. Fire plus 0 day shot. I'm going to count this as done. So I know I'm well over time. I'm actually pushing an hour here, but that's okay. You all don't mind, right? Let me prepare the prison. Ooh, it kind of sucks right now. I might end up with some more prisoners. All right, mend me. Start to capture whoever's around. I'm not even going to look at their survival timers. Actually, Wolf, you're in a bad mood. Griffin. Oh boy. Some of these guys are going to die. I'm probably not going to be able to save everyone. But lest I have to try, right? Okay, and then Tom, you can come home. Salting spree, he'll follow Jirrit. That's a very, very bad idea. Honestly, don't do that. Oh, one got back up. Nope, dead. Vaughn, you can capture blue. Someone capturing hummingbird. There we go. Restrictions. Well, I'm going to have to clean up the rest of this mess next episode. So, thank you all for watching. Thanks for your feedback, input, comments, questions, involvement in this series, voting, etc. If you have any of that stuff for me, drop me a line. I am eager to chat. No, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like I'm some sort of Russian ad or something. But yes, so if you have any questions, drop me a line. I do hope that you tune in next time. Just a reminder, in 2 days' time will be vote day, and I'll have to catch you all later. Thank you for watching. Adios.